Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Okami. And that was the final race with our buddy Toby. It's not much of a race. As long as you bombed that hole in the wall and you just, use the blossom to carry you over, you'll beat it, no problem. I don't know if he's an enemy so much as just, I mean, it's not like he was actively trying to kill us or anything like that. But unfortunately, as he failed to do his job of keeping us out, well, or at least keeping us from getting that high up into the castle, he is going to be killed. It's kind of sad. It's rather unfortunate, as all things considered, he's actually a pretty awesome character. I think it's not his biggest challenge. I think it's Ami's biggest challenge. He just stands around on her head. I don't know. Well, anyway, we get to continue on and upwards. Well, you know what the Golden Gate means. Well, it might mean you're in San Francisco, but not in this game. So, as we continue our climb upwards, we notice that, yeah, it's just kind of odd. There's nobody out here, for one. He's gonna cut loose? Well, I'd like to see him try. But yeah, it's completely devoid of any life up here, so where exactly is she? Oh, I love him. He's so awesome. Seems a little bit ominous, doesn't it? Well, let's see if that makes anything happen. Now that is foreshadowing of the best kind, but it's not obvious if you... I think, yeah, if you never played the game before, you wouldn't realize that, so... well, I think it's funny he would say that when we actually got a brush god from here, but this constellation, it's not a god. In fact, it's a false god. Well, I should say it's somebody pretending to be a false god. I'm kind of shocked that she didn't know you were coming. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like the obvious thing that we would do. Talk is cheap, my friend. I wonder what they're hinting at here. Well... Yes, indeed. And also pretending, you know, to be important. So, now we get to fight Ninetails. Ninetails is... I don't know, I guess fairly standard as far as bosses go, but Ninetails has a trick up her sleeve. And that's that with the power of the Fox Rods, she too can use the Celestial Brush. And you'll see it, but I won't actually let her do anything. Yeah, but, you know, she suffers from... Actually, there's an example. She suffers from dumb boss syndrome, where she carries her biggest weakness, which is to say a sword that, you know, can be attacked by the lightning. And you have to do any brush techniques you do very quickly, because anytime you go into Celestial Brush mode, she will try to counter. So you gotta be careful. And she also has access to techniques that we don't have yet. So you have to be very, very, very on guard about this sort of thing. But yeah, basically you just run around and attack her, and then basically wait for her to do the move where she holds the sword up in the air, and then use the lightning technique on it. It will cause her tails to erupt off of her body, and yeah, I don't know what's up with that. But then you have to attack them, and as you kill them, it will lessen the amount of tails she actually has. I don't know, I just think it's funny that, like, it's like, yes, let's hold on to this sword that's clearly a lightning rod. I just think that's humorous. So we've killed a couple of them. Actually, I think we killed all of them this time. So when she finally comes back as Ninetails, she's actually only got 4 tails. Yeah, I mean, you can tell just by watching that her attacks are pretty standard. I mean, you know, it's a typical thing. The only thing that's really unique is the fact that, like I said, if you stayed in Celestial Brush mode, she can attack you the same way as you can attack her, so you have to be careful. So I suppose if you really wanted to try, you could just do the entire fight without ever using the Celestial Brush, except when you have to go after her sword. But anyway, after you kill every single one of her tails, her true form appears. Yes, she is nothing but a mangy old fox, and that is it. And in desperation, well, she'll try to go pretty much all out, but, you know, no big deal. But the thing I think is really funny is the fact that she still holds the sword up, even though you think after all the other times that happened, she'd stop, because that's just deadly. Now, I don't actually know what happens if you don't hit her when she's using the sword. Maybe, like, it's a devastating attack. I don't know. I've never actually bothered to wait to find out. But so, as you can see, that was the battle with our arch nemesis, who is now dead. Because she wasn't really our arch nemesis, she was just a pussy. But now we get an awesome weapon, even though I don't use glaives, but that's another story. So, next time on Let's Play Okami, I'll see you all for the next bit. Sayonara.